Hey Fervent servants, it's your girl Darlyshia, your favorite author, speaker, coach, motivator, all of the things, realtor. But that's not what we're here for. We're here because I have got to share this word with you. Now, anytime I come before you with a message, it's to hopefully inspire you to continue to pursue God in some sort of way and continue to develop in who you are. Because I do spiritually practical encouragement. My main goal is to help us to live with intention and serve with passion, give our life everything that we've got. You know what I'm saying? And so today I had to share this because I just left the car wash. I belong to a car wash club, if you will, where I pay a monthly fee for my insides, my outsides to be clean and all the things. And today I just wanted to kind of run through the car wash so that the outside can get clean. I wasn't even focused on the inside. But as I was going through the car wash, baby, this message hit me. And I said, I got to run home and tell the people about this, okay? So first of all, I have to scan my little code to get through the gate or whatever. One, I have access, okay? I have access because I belong to this club. I pay a fee. I belong to this club, and that belonging to this club gives me access to this service that not everybody have access to. So once the gate goes up and I curve the corner, I run into the guys. They're on the inside of the whole dome situation, and they're telling me, come this way. Make sure your wheel is in alignment with this thing here so that you can be centered, so that you can come into this properly, so that you can get a wash, right? So I'm straightening out my car. I'm going through the wash. And the guys start wiping down my car. This is before I go through the automated thing. They start wiping down my car, and they've got the soap and the rags and the back and the front and the sides and all the things. And I'm like, wow, what a presentation, right? What a preparation. This preparation even for you to get clean. Like, I'm gonna get there in the end. So I'm going through, it's doing the washing, the little spitty things is going, the air, the water, all the things, the car trying to dry off at the end. But here's where it really hit me at the end, y'all. I can go two ways. Oh, I love this so much. I could go two ways. I could go to the left where they're going to get prepared to detail the inside of my car. I get out of the car. They wipe everything down, clean it, vacuum it all up. They do all the things. They put the air fresheners in. They do all the things. But today I ain't want to do that. Today I still got to go. So when I get to the end of this little tunnel thing and the fans is coming down on the top, there's two guys waiting for me at the edge of the curve, and they're doing this. So when they're telling me where to go, how to go, right? I get to them. They said, okay, that's enough. That's good right there. And there's one on the right side and there's one on the left side. And they began to wipe down my car to dry it off from this process of car washing. And as I see them ushering me this way, I just began to be ministered to about this is how the angels of God are in position. They're in position to minister to our needs. It just encouraged me so good to know that no matter what it is, the fact that I have to be cleaned up is not the problem. It's that after I'm cleaned up, while this process is happening, before, during, after, there was somebody at every stage that I was being ushered in, that I was prepared for, that there was a resource available for me no matter what stage of the process I was in. That encouraged me so good that I had to come home and tell you that God has angels and God has people in place to minister to you right where you are. These two young men were at the end like this. Come on, I got you. All right, good, you're good right there. Now let me get to work. That's the part that got me, is let me get to work. Now, I was hired. I was on assignment for this very purpose, was to wipe down your car in this part of your process. Or if I had gone the other way, their very purpose and the purpose for which they were hired was to clean out the insides of my car. Now, every step of the way, I was getting instruction. Every step of the way, I was never alone. Every step of the way, I saw what was coming next. Every step of the way, I was prepared for. Y'all, that encouraged me so good. So it made me come home and say, let me see what the Bible says about that. It says over here in Psalms 91:11. If you don't know Psalm 91, get it in your life. It says, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. That's how I felt the young men were doing every step of the process, before, during, after. There was someone there to guard me in all of my ways. There was someone there to protect what was going on with my vehicle. There was someone there ushering me in and giving me instruction. There was someone there on their job ready to assist me. Like, I don't know if y'all getting this. And maybe you got to go through the process on your own. Maybe you got to go through this car wash club on your own. But something about today, them at the end, just come on, right there. And I just got to sit right there in the car and watch this happen for me. I love that God has angels on assignment. Here's the thing I need to communicate to you. You're not forgotten about. You're not alone. And you are not a mistake. What you're going through has to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. And God has angels and people on assignment. Their very sole purpose in this part of whatever it is to minister to you. Their very sole purpose is to encourage you. Their very sole purpose is to help you experience the transformation of God by them doing their part. It wasn't about them. It was about the part that they had to play to get me through the process that I was going through. I hope that you're hearing me today. You are prepared for. That's one thing I love about God. If you've ever heard me talk about God, which I love to do, I love that he's a God that prepares for me. Nothing catches him by surprise. Nothing catches God off guard. He's always ready and available. Always ready and available. Even today in church, we were talking about how you got to seek God while he may be found. Call out to him so that he can be near to you. Because if you continue to hold off on his voice, you know he's unctioning you by his Holy Spirit. You know he's speaking to you. You know he's drawing you nigh. You know he wants to hear you and spend time with you. But every turn of the way, you like, nah, God, not right now. I'm trying to do my thing. Like, I'm trying to be out here. I'm trying to woo-da-woo-da-wah. That's how we distance ourselves from God. And that's how we stop hearing his voice and stop feeling his presence, because we continue to say no. But I love how God always has his angels on guard. The Bible says here, Psalm 91, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Ooh, this is so good. Hebrews 1:14 says, are they not all ministering spirits sent out to serve for the sake of those to inherit salvation? Angels. I put a post out before and I was just talking about how I thank God for his angels, and the praise is not to the angels, the praise is to God of the angels. But I thank God for having something and someone available to help me. You understand what I'm saying? Available. Somebody specifically designed, specifically positioned in alignment at their post, doing what they were crafted and created to do, so that when I'm ready to get this need, they're already there. It's not even that it's about me, but God, I thank you for the resource. But God, I thank you for being my source and preparing a place, a person, and a thing for my deliverance, for my salvation, for my help, for my breakthrough, for my encouragement, right? For lifting up my bowed down head. You know, God is in everything, y'all. And I hope that anytime you hear anything that I have to say, that you understand that God loves you and he's doing whatever it takes to make sure that you become the person that he desires and designed you to be. That you're never an afterthought for him. He's always had you in mind. The Bible says he loved you before we loved him. It's his love that's drawing us. You understand what I'm saying? My God, today, I mean, you know, I could go on and on because I love God. I love talking about him. I love his son, Jesus. I love his Holy Spirit. I love his character. I love his plan. I love his voice. I love serving him. I love pleasing God. Like, I love it so much. And I see God in everything around me. Even in the things that feel unfavorable, I get to experience the character, the love, the peace, the voice, the help, the strength of God. Like, you got to get to that place where everything you experience is like, to God be the glory. Everything you go through is to God be the glory. God, how are you going to get the glory out of this, God? How can I stop looking at my circumstances and look at the size of my God and say, God, you're bigger than this. Therefore, I set my eyes upon you. I put my face like flint and I'm going to worship you, God, that nothing is going to be able to move me or shake me or rock me. And God, I thank you for every person, place, and thing that you have in position to help me to give you the glory. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? All right. I hope you do. And I hope that you was encouraged today, because I love you. My sole purpose with Fervent Servant, again, is to help you to live with intention, serve with passion. I asked God years ago, what's my life mission? Like, what is it that you would have me to do? He said that I'm called to encourage, equip, and empower. So anytime I come before you or anything that I involve myself in is to encourage, equip, and empower. Encourage, equip, and empower, because that's the way God made me. And anything I do, I wanted to bring him glory. So I pray that you guys were encouraged today. Leave me some feedback in the comment section. Share this video with somebody you know who needs to know that God is looking out for them, that he has angels on assignment in position to have guard over them in all of their ways, so they're not alone, that they won't be defeated, in Jesus' name. I love y'all. And I will talk to you again soon. As always, stay fervent. Bye.